If you own a painting company and you're still running your business off a whiteboard, your notes app, and a bunch of text messages, you're not just disorganized, you're probably losing jobs. Because in painting, speed wins, presentation wins, follow-up wins. And the companies that have the right CRM systems in place are the ones that are landing jobs, they're scheduling faster, and they're getting paid quicker. So in this video, I'm breaking down the top 5 things that every painting company needs in a good CRM. And first up is obviously estimating. This is the heartbeat of any painting business. You could be the best painter in your city. You could have the best crew. But if you're slow getting quotes out, you're losing jobs. Homeowners just aren't waiting around 3 days anymore to get a quote. They're hiring the first company that sends a clean, professional proposal. So what do painters actually need? They need the ability to quote fast on site, standing in the driveway, standing in the kitchen, tablet or phone in hand. They need production rates, square footage, trim, doors, windows already built in so they're not guessing pricing. They need emails and texts that can be sent lightning fast. They need professional PDFs that don't look like they were made in Microsoft Word in 2007. But most importantly, they need digital signatures that they can get the customer to approve right there on site. You can build the estimate, generate the proposal, send it, get it signed, even collect a deposit before you even leave the property. Another thing that a lot of painting companies are doing is setting up their websites so customers can actually quote themselves instantly. Customers enter their contact information like a normal contact form. Then they select what they need painted, enter some more information, get a quote based on the questions and parameters that you set up on the back end, and it's unbelievably accurate. The close rates are crazy high because it's fast, there's zero friction, and your competition, they're not going to beat you to the punch. Everything that you just saw is in Quote IQ. Now, that speed alone is going to increase your close rates dramatically. Next up is lead management. Now, this is where a lot of painting companies, they bleed money without even realizing it. And it's not because they don't get the leads, but because they don't manage them properly. Busy season hits, the phone starts ringing, quotes are going out, and then suddenly you've got 40 open estimates. They're just sitting there with zero follow-up. That is lost revenue. You finally follow up, they hired somebody else, they're going to wait till next year, something else came up, you've heard it all before. You can't remember it all yourself. What do you need? You need automation. You need follow-up texts that go out automatically to everything that's not been approved. You need to see where the leads came from. Google, Facebook, yard signs, so you know what marketing you're doing is actually working. And you need to have a dashboard. You need to be able to track where they're at in the system. If they don't go to the next stage, guess what? You follow up with them, right? Automated follow-ups go out without you lifting a finger, so no opportunity falls through the cracks. Painting isn't just scheduling jobs and painting walls. You're tracking colors. There's prep work, damage control, customer expectations. If you don't document properly, you open yourself up to disputes. Inside Quote IQ, every job becomes a visual record. You can upload before and after photos, damage documentation. You can store paint brands, color shades, sheen levels, even room by room notes. So when that customer calls you 2 years later, and you know they will, asking what color their living room was, you can tell them. On top of that, Quote IQ includes a drag and drop scheduling calendar where you can assign crews, you can set time durations, manage production timelines visually, so you're not guessing who's going where. You know what's going on every single day of the week. Fourth is communication. This is the number one reason why painting companies get bad reviews. It's not quality, it's not doing bad work, it's communication, missed texts, no arrival reminders, customers unsure what's going on. Quote IQ centralizes all communication inside the ClientHub. Two-way texting is built in. So whether it's the guys in the field, whether it's you, whether it's your office manager, everybody can see the same conversation. You can also automate things like the on-the-way text, your text prior to arrival. The entire email and text automation reduces no-shows, delays, miscommunication, which directly protects your reviews. Email and text automation, all the communication with inside Quote IQ just helps to maintain your reputation. And of course, now we're going to talk about payments. You can request deposits a multitude of ways through the system. You can get paid through credit cards online and send final invoices a multitude of ways as well. You can mark them paid through the system. And you're not chasing checks. You're not waiting weeks to get paid. Cash flow stays consistent, which is critical when you're running crews and you're buying materials. So when you break it all down, the top 5 things every painting company needs in a CRM, They are really simple. You need fast estimating, you need lead automation, you need visual job management, centralized communication, and obviously integrated payments. The difference is whether these tools are actually built for service businesses or just adapted to them. QuoteIQ was built by people who actually ran home service businesses themselves. So every feature exists because it was needed in the field first. And if you want to see how it works, I'll put a link down below. You can check it out for yourself, 14-day free trial. And if you're currently using another CRM, drop it in the comments down below. I'm curious what you like, what you don't like, what it's missing. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you in the next one.